All right, everybody, it looks like we're live. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
All right, I got our scene transitioned. Tonight, gentle viewers, we are having a special one-shot of One Last Job. It's going to be a little bit of Calvin Ball, I'm not going to lie, because when it's already a loose rule set, but it also...
You tried to say we don't really know what we're doing, but we'll get there.
Yep, pretty much. A little bit more eloquent. So, right now, we'll go down the list. This is Hewitt / Miro Raven that is going to be DMing this session. I am the only character, I guess, that has a name at this moment, as I will be playing Jack Frost. If other folks would like to introduce themselves for the stream tonight.
I am Nate. I am playing as of yet untitled Yule Lad, and I'm looking forward to playing. It seems like a fun game.
Hi, my name is Emily. I don't have a character yet, but I'm very excited.
And I'm Christina. I'll also be joining this game, and we will be making our characters soon.
Yep. So for anybody that has not played this before or know of this is one of the many Grant Howitt games, but instead of being a one-page RPG, it's about a 33-page PDF. The concept is you are a bunch of former washed-up, either criminals, band members, anything, that are getting together to pull one last job. So, let me look over here, make sure the sound levels are okay. And if someone would share the link from the Twitch page on Discord for people. Someone's saying, tell Ian I said hi, I work with him. Does anybody know an Ian?
I do not.
Hello, Ian.
Anyway, so the first thing we have to establish is what's our job? So, what our ragtag crew of 3 will be doing Thank you, Assassin 78910. We do have a player that might jump in later. They're running into a little bit of technical difficulties at the moment. Lack of internet. But we're going to establish what the group is going to do. First off, we're going to stop Santa slash preacher Rogan Oldstein from profiting off of us and really ruining the magic of Christmas. So, what we have here is, I am the DM. I will be playing the boss, who is Jack Frost. He is formerly known as Father Winter. He was an elemental spirit in Russia, but as belief in him has trailed off, he's actually gotten younger and is rather frustrated about that because as his power seems to wane, Santa's power seems to grow. And he's going to stop Santa and this televangelist that has switched to a podcast, lying about what the meaning of the holiday actually is. So, Jack Frost is scratching at his now peach fudge-laden face, looking out at over a very oddly warm Russian winter as all of a sudden his computer dings and his Facebook account says, Old Saint Nick to go live Christmas Eve night to let everyone know he's real and that Christmas is really magical. After throwing things around the room, he realizes he needs to find Knife Blunter, the Yule lad known for breaking knives and windows and getting into people's houses. He's a mad Yule lad. Who wants to be Knife Blunter?
I'll be Knife Blunter. Drinker of toilet water and stabber of bad people.
I'm
I
assuming
didn't-
I'm assuming bad people is in quotations. So where does Santa's missive, I mean not Santa, but where does Jack Frost's missive find Knife Blunter at this moment?
He's battling Santa's elves, who Santa once again set to murder him. But he is too busy stabbing them.
So as you take out one of the holly jolly elves with who had a submachine gun that jammed, as you shoved your rusted and blunted piece of cutlery deep within his chest, Knife Blunter, all of a sudden, this young peach fuzz-laden youth rides up on a snow shovel and looks at you. Get on if you want to live.
Okay, kiddo. I'm gonna hop on.
All right. So it is now your job, Knife Blunter, to describe the next individual that we're going to pick up.
The next individual is Gully Gawk. They hide in the alleys and the streetways, waiting to steal milk from annoying children.
Oh, that is so me.
And that is Gully.
Gully Gawk. It's on the Icelandic Christmas stuff he sent us.
Cool. I got it. I just needed a spelling.
Somehow I missed that one.
So where does this evening find Gully Gawk?
Why, Gollygawk is scrapping with a few neighborhood cats, trying to get into this particular family's house that has some of the best milk to offer in the area.
So, are you just sitting there flinging cats into walls, trying to get to a window, and like all of a sudden this one big paw comes back over your shoulder? Make the scene for me, please.
I wasn't particular weapon types, was I?
I would say that you probably have access to a weapon.
Well, instead of weapons, they're going to be kind of bouncing around the different cats, flinging them this way and that, trying to trip them up, tying their tails together, really just kind of playing all kinds of devilish pranks and laughing maniacally along the way.
Let's see. I would say as you finally defeat the last cat, this big, nasty, mean Maine Coon, the one that, lasted longer than the other because that's a big cat with a bit of a Ron Perlman face. You see this lad with peach fuzz riding up with Knife Blunter. And as they come closer to you, do you want some really good cream?
What kind?
The kind that only the richest of the richy rich can have.
Why didn't you say so to begin with?
All right, then hop on.
You've gotten shorter since I last saw you.
Don't remind me. So you jump on and the three of you ride off on this magical snow shovel into the air. So who is the last member of our team? Gully Gawk. Remember, not just Yule lads, but all the former Christmas critters are open.
So, it is Eyvundura, rather short-tempered and homebody Tomta, known for collecting weapons and a penchant for using them. Tomta, for those that don't know, are the little kind of Scandinavian Swedish gnomes that you can see around. They often are guardians of a type of house or farm or barn. And they are known for playing tricks and having a temper.
So you mean the thing my wife has been collecting and filling my house with recently?
Yes, because they're so cute and angry.
They are,
Cute
but
and angry, that's me.
side note before we continue on, Emily just remembered that her great-grandmother used to have a Galbroken in the house, so I think next Christmas we will have a straw Yule goat added to our collection of holiday decorations.
Beautiful.
So you said that Eyvundura, did I say it right?
Yeah, it's like Eyvundura. I can send it in the chat.
Okay. I'm also having trouble reading my own handwriting as well. So.
And you said that they usually are guardians for barns?
Or homes. They're like little house guardians.
And they collect weapons?
No, that's just her.
Oh, okay, I thought you said collects weapons. You said collects weapons, so and uses them.
For collecting and using weapons.
So where does this Christmas Eve find Eyvundura?
So Eyvundura guards a house in New Orleans that's strangely full of like pirate swords and just weird weapons. She's heard that the owner like owns an antique shop or something, but she's there sharpening her knives and getting ready to pick a fight with whatever Christmas entity might come to town, because it's New Orleans and the holidays. Something crazy is about to go down.
So in other words, as everyone shows up, they're going to have to figure out how to get past Dawn before they find you.
Yep, basically.
So as you take the whetstone and you're running it down your saber, making sure not to catch your beard or your hat with the sparks as they come down, because you quickly realize that's not whetstone, that's just a rock. But you hear at the door.
I'm gonna very carefully climb up my very tall stool so I can look out a crack in the door to see who it is. I don't open doors for strangers.
You see an individual with peach fuzz on his face, but you also see Knife Blunter and Gully Gawk, two of the Yule lads, still floating on a shovel. And he goes, "Do you want to mess up a preacher? Come on, let's ride."
That's all I wanted for Christmas. I'm in.
So you all ride off into the early evening upon this magical snow shovel with this individual with the most prepubescent beard that you've ever seen. And you come to the place that all people that do not have a place to be on the holidays go to get something warm to eat and plan their revenge. You land,
Chinese restaurant?
You land at a Waffle House.
Hey, this don't have good cream.
No, but we need to talk about what we're going to do before we do it, or else everything's going to go to poop.
False advertising.
You will get to steal the cream from an individual that uses tithings to fuel a multi-million-dollar mansion and water park.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm in.
Also, we're going to steal all of his booze.
Less desirable, but okay.
Nothing says holidays like stealing a bottle of rum. So as you all sit down at the table, there's a map I sent you on Discord that I want you all to look at. I'm so glad 90% of Christmas music is domain free. But he rolls out the blueprints to this large house. A 3-story mansion. I managed to get these off of an architect just outside of the city of Chicago.
What are we looking at?
You're looking at a 3-story house with a large basement, multiple rooms that have been numbered. He goes, I numbered them, but I lost a piece of paper that was what they were for. In any case, here's the deal. You all remember Santa, right? You remember Nikki?
You could say that.
Well, as you can see, my condition is getting worse, yet he has become way more popular ever since what we did back in, 1865?
Well, he is backed up by the Coke cartel, so, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, that's one way he gets all that power. I mean, no one moves that quick around the world without a little bit of a helper. In any case, that last time we were at the Vatican, remember, when we were going to steal the Eucharist before Mass? Would have been a great prank. Would have been funny. Not that we would have eaten it, because those crackers are terrible, and we would have drank the wine, because it was not watered down, and that stuff is stout. But ever since that day when Santa betrayed us, when we found out the mob was working with the Vatican to get all the Christmas cookies for themselves, the fat man has been manipulating and gaining power and learning how social media throughout the ages have worked. And he has now teamed up with and he spits, televangelist by the name of Rogan Oldstein. You know, the one that has the podcast ever since the cousin Ronnie showed up and made everybody stay home.
Yeah, it's awful.
So, Santa's going to go live and say that he's real and show them real magic. And you know exactly how humans get when they see real magic. It's the reason we don't have dragons anymore. It's the reason why we don't like pitchforks and fire.
Well, to be fair, dragons were delicious.
To be fair, yes, a big thing of dragon nuggets from Drag Filet was just awesome. Especially with the buttermilk ranch. But I digress. We don't want humans to know that magic is real. Mostly because then they'll try to figure it out, and then they'll start setting shit on fire, and they already do terrible, terrible things with the little toys that they have today. We've seen it. So, we're going to fuck up somebody's Christmas live on the internet. You in?
Heck yeah.
You know it.
Let's go.
Well, we got to have a plan, so knife blunter. You are good at getting into places. So you look at this blueprint to tell me what can we do that effectively will get us in?
Well, maybe we should try to sneak in from what looks like that balcony. 18. Sneak up there and work our way through the house. Because I bet they're broadcasting from upstairs. Do we know where they're broadcasting from?
No, I've tried to get in, but you know how tricky Rudolph and those reindeer can be at messing up satellite interference.
Ugh, they're the worst.
I gotta step away for just a second. Y'all keep going.
Okay, so Knife Blunter will figure out the way to get you in. I cannot go in because I've already tried to mess with Santa. He recognizes me. I am now having to deal with the fact that I am in the juvenile justice system.
How's your rough? How you feeling?
I'm feeling like my voice may crack at any moment, and it's pissing me off, and I don't even have a beard. and I can't buy booze. I'm like, I want some vodka. And they're like, oh, you're too young to have vodka. I'm like, bitch, I am older than your civilization. But I don't have ID, so I don't get to buy.
Isn't he cute?
So adorable. So adorable.
I hate both of you.
All right. So what else can you tell us about this this house?
Well, I'm going to say that the knife blunter will get us in, Gully Gawk. I do know that you are pretty specialized at messing up electrical systems. Because last time I noted, you like to drink the milk, but like to make the power go out so no one else can drink the rest.
It's about the second best thing to good cream.
So do you think you could interfere with all their electronics?
Definitely. That would also take them longer. Which room is the broadcast going in? We don't know that yet, huh?
We don't know.
We don't.
And then you decided to pick Eyvundura. And for someone that is less than 2 feet tall, you are carrying like 8 knives and a sword. I am mostly impressed.
Listen, sometimes when you're this small, you have to pack a bigger punch.
Okay. Do you think you can... Santa?
I mean, when we're talking about in Santa, what kind of are you going for here? Like, do you want me to make it long and painful? Do you just want it to be like super short and efficient?
As you're saying that, the waitress shows up and just puts your double stack of pecan waffles and hash browns smothered, covered and chunked, and bacon side down for you.
Aw, thanks, doll. You're a real peach.
So, baby, I know it, and she just walks off.
Excuse me, my half and half.
You just see her
I think
turn
the waitress says, fuck your half and half.
as the waitress turns around. You don't want half and half, you want actual cream, and I'm still sending the other guy to go get it. So hold on, and you notice that on her name badge it says Dolly.
Thanks, doll.
You're welcome. And she walks off and starts humming 9 to 5.
This is some quality. Here, I'm gonna have to come to Waffle House often. Wait, I don't think we have Waffle House where I live, though.
There's Waffle Houses everywhere.
That is an incorrect. That is an incorrect statement, because I went up to Indiana over Thanksgiving with my wife while we're waiting for Nate to get back. And
My bad.
there are no Waffle Houses north of Cairo, Illinois. It switches to Bob Evans, which is a fair trade-off if you can actually sit down. Bob Evans right now is only doing delivery, which I understand completely, but I can't eat pot roast hash covered in turkey gravy while driving.
You just don't have a good enough imagination.
I don't have enough
I
coordination.
just started thinking about that.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Christina?
Said I just got heartburn thinking about that.
Oh no! This is the worst / best thing, and I've eaten it 3 times because that's the number of times I've eaten at Bob Evans. It is a pot roast, or there's pot roast over cooked potatoes, mashed potatoes, sautéed onions, baby carrots, and then they cover it with turkey gravy because they don't make chicken gravy no more, and then they give you 4 biscuits. This is legit a meal for 4 adult people, and they serve it to you as if you're going to eat all of it by yourself, so you feel challenged.
That sounds like a lot.
Bob Evans has no small portions.
America.
Fuck yeah.
It is not as bad as Waffle House soda size, Waffle House soda is like the biggest of all the fast food sodas. It is redonkulous, but at the same time, I love their mustard. Anyway, now that I'm done doing a product placement.
We're not even getting paid.
Oh, Emily sent me a text. Grant Howitt has now liked the tweet that we're running one last job for Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, she freaked out earlier because Matthew Mercer liked the name of a smutty book that we had pop up in one of our D&D games, but that's a story for another time. So, on the meta end here, our first scene will be run by Nathan, Knife Blunter, and that is to sneak in.
All right. So, have we established what skills I have?
Okay, so everybody currently has 2 in all of your skills. For our listeners, the skills that are 2 Yule lads and Scandinavian murder gnome, as I'm now going to call Emily's character, are sneak, improv, scrap, and cheer. You all start with 2. Remember how anecdotes work and how scars and equipment work. Remember, mostly using scars and equipment and legends come from other people, not you when you roll. Does everybody have their D10s?
Yep.
Okay, so Jack is going to drop you off down the street. You are in the Gold Coast section of Chicago, a very, very wealthy section of the city. You're going to have to go past a couple different, rather large mansions / manor homes that look transplanted from other sections of the country into this very suburban area. I mean, it's weird when you see what looks like a southern plantation, but as you turn and look back over your shoulder, you can see the golden arches from beyond the trees. But you're able to make it. You're able to make it to the outside of the Old Steen estate. You see a large 3-story brick manor house. There's a carriage house in the back that looks like it is in disrepair. A tree house that has fallen. And a very, very high hedge mixed with a fence around the backyard as you are making your way there.
All right. I'm just going to thinking it over. In Golly God, do you remember the time where you had to sneak in onto the top floor of the Sears Tower to steal Donald Trump's milk? You think you could do it again like that?
Don't really want to remember that, though. That was the worst milk.
You can't gold plate milk, so yeah.
Nice trophy. But yeah, I can climb up, throw a rope down for y'all. Got any other ideas?
We probably have attack dogs. Maybe we should sing them a jolly song to distract them.
A cheerful song?
That's correct.
As y'all look about, there are no dogs, but you do see, as you are hiding in the hedges, 3 reindeer wearing dark sunglasses with little earbuds stuck in one ear as they look around.
Damn, those guys again.
You remember...
Is that Blitzen? Ooh,
I
have beef with Blitzen.
You notice Blitzen because he's got a flat top. Like he doesn't have hair, but between his antlers, the fur flattens out, and there's a little bit of product that has been used to flip up the front.
That punk Miro went to the dark side too.
What'd you say? What was that, Christina?
What'd you say, Christina?
Oh, and that punk Rudolph went to the dark side too.
You can see walking along the top of the roof is Rudolph, his red nose blinking every so often. But the 3 down on the ground...
I'm going to get that nose.
The 3 of you, the 3 closest to you, you can remember are Donar, Blitzen, and Cupid.
I'm just saying, if any of these reindeers need to die, they need to die. I haven't forgiven Blitzen for what he said about my mother.
Or you could distract them with your good cheer. You are the best at that.
Well, we've not established someone as being the worst at cheer yet. Remember, y'all got to establish who's the worst before you establish who's the best.
Well, I would definitely say the murder gnome is the worst at being cheerful. It's kind of hard to be cheerful when all you can think about is murder.
Murder makes me feel cheerful.
Okay, so it's now been established that Eyvundura is the worst at cheer, which means we can now establish who's best at cheer. But this must be done with an anecdote, so remember, use these wisely. And that the danger pool currently is at 2.
Listen, just because I'm not as cheerful as any of you Yule lads, like, you didn't have to embarrass me like that one time in Las Vegas where I was the only one who didn't know the words to the Christmas song.
What Christmas song was it? Do you remember?
No, I don't, because I'm the worst at cheer.
All I see now is Emily's character going ba-rum-pa-bum-bum in the middle of Away in a Manger.
No, if you remember, Knife Blunter really loves to sing those Christmas carols. He was all over that.
You're right. We were going undercover on that Christmas burlesque show thing in Las Vegas because we were trying to steal the golden pasties from that one act. And I could not remember the words to that song, but Knife Blunter really came in clutch there.
Well, Grammy taught me that song, and I'll never forget it.
Pour some sugar cookies on me. Okay, so we have now established a Knife Blunter, your cheer is now 3. Eyvundura, you will have a cheer of 1. The rest of your abilities are still 2s.
I love the fact that Knife Blunter is the most cheerful one. But okay.
Well, apparently my character is more knifey than the guy named Knife Blunter.
Apparently.
To be fair, his job is to blunt all the knives, because that's what Bilbo Baggin hates. You're supposed to keep them sharp and stab things. And I just hit my desk with my knee. So...
The best offense is a good defense.
So, what are we doing here? What are you going to try to do with these reindeer that are outside, just scanning and every so often walking and eating something?
So am I going to sing at them?
Yep.
Is that what you want to do? If you're going to use your cheer, you get 3 dice if you're doing it.
All right. I'm going to sing a song of peace and joy about how they need to lay down their arms and change their wicked ways.
Okay, and for everybody that's listening, he's going to roll 3 dice because his cheer is 3. The danger pool being 2, I get to roll 2. We have to announce our highest dice, and that's who we figure out wins. So I'm
3d10s.
I'm 3 high. So you get 3d10s. You got to beat a 3 to succeed.
My high is a 5.
Okay, did you roll any 1s?
Yes.
How many 1s?
Just 1.
The danger pool is now up to 3. Knife Blunter, what song are you singing as you step from the hedges?
Jingle bells, I guess.
Okay, you sing it loud enough that someone inside might notice it, but they'll probably write it off as wasslers or Christmas carolers coming through the neighborhood. But all 3 of the reindeer come kind of trotting over to you, and they try to clap with their, they actually have to clap by, Donner picks up one of his hooves and starts waggling the leg back and forth to then hit Donner and Cupid's hooves to make kind of a clickety-clack sort of clap thing. But they are currently distracted.
That's my cue.
So are you going to try to scurry up undetected to the 2nd floor and get in?
Yep.
Okay, roll me a sneak, which for you is 2 and for me is 3 dice. Oof. Okay. What did you roll, Gollygawk?
One moment. Low 4 and a high 7.
Okay, I am high 10, so that is a fail for you. So as you're going to climb up, you grab onto this lattice work that's over a flower bed, and as you do, you're starting to climb up and you hear it crack and start to fall off of the wall. And you're now falling backwards on this as all 3 of the reindeer turn and look at you. And one of them is going to raise a hoof up somehow, inexplicably, to touch the earbud in the ear and go, "Ah!"
Or before he does that, I want to throw the song book I was using to know the words to Jingle Bells at his face.
Okay, well, hold on. You've acted. She's
I
acted.
also want to throw.
I would say
I
that.
want to throw a knife at his face.
Okay, so we'll start with Eyvundura. Roll me a scrap roll. I am 6 high.
So I roll 2, right?
You roll 2, and then tell us what your highest one is.
6. 6 also.
Okay, so that is a tie, right? I said I was 6 high.
Odd, yeah.
All right, so let me see what is. Y'all can. So if someone wants to give her a reroll, you can give her a scar. State that she has equipment because there's no equipment listed yet.
I'm gonna say, don't forget about your lucky knife. Is that good?
Yeah. So, Eyvundura, you have a lucky knife. It is. I'm assuming it's a knife that has. Don't forget what Blitzen did. Carved into the side of it. You can re-roll your dice. And okay, and you add an additional one to it. So you get the roll 3 now. You got beat a 6.
I rolled a 9.
So as Blitzen is about to put his inexplicably somehow get his deer paw or his deer paw. What the fuck am I smoking? His hoof up to his earbud. You just see a knife go straight into his neck, into the jugular, and go down. And you see the other 2 deer all of a sudden flex, and their horns now have machine guns flip out of them.
What the hell?
So what's the play order here?
It's a little loose.
All right, so I'm going to improv and like flip towards them and try to make them shoot each other in a crossfire.
Okay, roll those 2 die for improv for me. Before happens, does anyone want to tell an anecdote?
I have a flashback to a time where Gully, Gawk, and I were picked for an improv show to come on stage and act out a scene, and Gully Gawk just kept saying no. Because they're bad, they're the worst at improv. And you never say no in improv.
Do you accept this, Golly?
I accept it.
Okay, remember, we didn't do this at first because I guess I skipped this. Everybody started with 2 grit. At this point, Gully and Eyvundura, you both have an additional grit because you've accepted that you are the worst at something. And remember, you can spend grit to take a risk and add 3 dice to your pool for the next action you attempt. But it's reckless. If you re-roll the pool for any reason, you keep the extra die, or ignore the pain, regain all lost stamina points as you grit your teeth and shrug off the injuries.
You can also earn grit through your antidotes, so when you establish a trait.
Right, that's what we're doing with the skills, I think. So make sure that you got this. And oh wait, hold on. Knife Blunter, you should be adding a die to every roll you do because you're the leader this round.
Cool.
So, let's see that roll for. You're establishing that the worst in improv is going to be Gollyguk. Who is going to be the best if you're still doing this anecdote?
Thank goodness Knife Blunter was there to save the improv show. I don't know why I went with improv show. Sorry, guys. That was
It's okay. What else could you do?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to say that Knife Blunter can no longer be the best at anything else.
Because I guess I'm the best at cheer and improv. What a skill set.
Okay, so that means that your improv has gone up to 3, so you get to roll 4 dice to my 3 for this improv. And I have 7 high.
I have a 9.
That is a success. So as you do this tumble while somehow talking about how you're in the grocery store looking for a banana.
What does a banana cost? $10?
As you do it, you flip through and both Cupid and Donner gun each other down in the backyard of this house. But I'm going to say in the process, the sound of machine guns going off is going to raise the danger pool by 1. As someone inside has probably heard them, so you need to probably quickly hide. But I'm going to say that you have accomplished one of the 6 tasks that you need to do. You have kind of nullified most of the security. But Rudolph is still on that roof. So what do y'all do now?
All right, let's try to hide close to the house. And we'll get Gollygok to sneak in.
What?
Can I kick Blitzen's dead body before we go inside and get a point for rudeness?
As you run by and kick it.
And we know how terrible Knife Blunter is at hiding, so let's try and help him out a bit. Last night,
Honestly, I could have hid behind that rock if it was just a little better.
I like how the one in charge of the stealth infiltration is the worst at sneaking. All right. So, you've now established who's the worst at sneaking. You're over. Everybody give me a sneak. Knife Blunter, that means you have a 1 for sneak, so you get to roll 2 dice. Everybody else gets to roll 2.
Well, obviously the best is Gollygok, because she has to sneak in and steal the milk. And cats, as you know, are quite serious about that.
They're sneaky too. Ugh. It's finally starting to get better than them, but I don't know. Just they have other eyes in the back of their head.
All right, folks. I am 10 high on this.
Well, I rolled a 4.
Remember, y'all can tell legends when people fail. So, what's everybody got?
I got a 7.
10.
Okay, so you got a 10, you matched, so let me see what happens when we tie. Once again, I'm so glad like all Christmas music is domain free. Because this is both horrible and wonderful to me. I kind of love Christmas music, but it always makes me eventually hate it because it plays for 24 fucking hours every day for most of a, 2-month period. Okay, on draws, you could do something stupid, which sets my highest dice to 1 and adds a dice to the danger pool. Get yourself hurt, which sets my highest dice to 10. You lose a point of stamina, but the dice is removed from the roll, which means my next highest roll is a 9. Or you could back away and choose to lose the conflict.
What was the first one?
Set the GM's highest dice to 1, but the danger pool goes up by 1. Remember, the danger pool reset to 2 at the next round.
I think I'll up danger pool.
Okay, so you succeed. My highest dice was a 1. And y'all are able to hide without a hitch. All of a sudden, someone comes out. You hear this long inhale, and then an exasperated sigh and a puff as you see, not steam from someone's mouth, but smoke. And you see this ancient elf. Oldest elf. In fact, this elf actually has grown a beard, which is unusual for the little fellas. Just go,
Oh, it's Smeagol.
Noting that name. Just comes out. These damn dumbass reindeer getting each other with their... I told Santa we should not give them guns. Nah. Yeah, I know, you dumbass Santa. God, this is going to be the 4th set of them we've gone through in 6 years. Okay. And you hear him go over. You see him pull out a pistol and attach a silencer to it and put it up to Blitzen's temple and fire. Can't let an animal suffer, I guess. I guess we're having venison tonight. And he is going to drag all 3 of them in with the assistance of a couple other younger elves as you watch this scene. You hear, ho, 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 no, as before the door closes. So.
Cool.
I know you don't know this, but Santa's an asshole.
Nobody talks about all the dead elves in the coal mines. They're always worried about the toys.
It's now canon. All of Santa's toys are made in like a lead coal rich environment thanks to Knife Blunter.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's chill one at a time there. That was a kind of an instant reverb of death. So what was that?
Maybe we should try to climb up and take out Rudolph real quick, then go downwards from there. How do y'all think about that?
Would climbing be under sneak or grit?
You could use grit to get more dice, but I think it's rather open for what you could say you're using to climb.
I mean, if you're being quiet, I'd use sneaky. If you want to be creative about it, you can use improv. If you're going to sing on your way up there, use cheer.
No cheer.
Sneak around.
Yeah, let's go ahead on up.
So all of you are going to try to climb up. I need a...
I could try and climb up first and like send a rope down or something to help y'all out.
So I rolled a 9 on sneak. Do you want me to sneak?
Okay, because it sounded like you were all climbing up.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and all sneak. Can I spend one of my grit points?
Yes, you can.
What I?
To add 3 dice to your roll. Because right now I'm at 7 high.
I have 9 high.
What did Eyvundura do?
9.
I got a 10.
Okay, so y'all sneak up easily. Just you push the lattice back in place. You climb up. You're able to grab onto a window ledge, get on top of a shutter, and then flip up onto the roof, sneaky. And Rudolph is just off to the side, somehow drinking a cup of hot cocoa, looking out into the street, seemingly not caring about what befell his reindeer brethren behind him.
Can I sneak up behind Rudolph and just slice his throat?
Give me... God, this is so dark.
Have
Terrible.
we established someone being the best or worst at scrap?
No.
No, but now would be a perfect time.
You gotta establish who's the worst at
Golly,
scrapping.
golly, Gawk, you know you can't stand the sight of blood. I don't know.
Who, me? No, I do scraps all the time. It's you.
Well, my name is Knife Blunter, so I'm probably not very good at fighting. You're right.
Okay, take your... I like that, that little exchange and that repudiation. So, Knife Blunter, you get a grit point.
Right. I love the fact that I was fighting elves when we first showed up.
What'd you say?
Nothing. It's fine.
No, it went fuzzy for me.
I was just commenting on how in my backstory I was murdering elves, but I'm apparently terrible at it. They probably just have a bunch of crippled elves just walking around now, all pissed off.
You were sent the worst
They're just
assassin.
Christmas stormtroopers.
Oh my god.
I could take 2 ones. I could take it for the team.
If Knife Blunter's taking it, that means who y'all establishing is the best at scrapping.
Obviously, the best is the murder gnome. Because
Murder no!
we've been there. We've seen lots of murder when she is around. Usually I slid on some guts. You know, it's just all over the place.
Oh, so that means that Eyvundura, you now have a 3 in your scrap, and that Knife Blunter has a 1 in scrap. So you can roll. You got 3 dice, but you could spend a grit to make it 6. That was terrible.
I'll spend a...
I'm going to tell you, I have a 2 high.
Well, it's a good thing I rolled a 6.
Okay, did you actually spend a grit or no?
Yes, I spent a...
Okay, so keep track of that. So, yeah, you come up and you just rake your lucky knife across Rudolph's throat, and you hear, ah! And it's the
Sleep
head,
now. Only dreams.
and something weird happens. Eyvundura, as you slice across Rudolph's throat, Rudolph stands up on his back legs, and a hand grabs you and throws you onto the roof, and you now are dealing with Rudolph, the red-nosed weredeer.
Bring it on, you mutant bitch!
He just wipes the blood from his throat, looks at his hand with like little tiny hooves on each finger, nods, and then takes a stance and goes, "Whoa!"
Well, unexpected turn of events.
Bruce Lee reindeer.
I'm gonna join in on the scrap.
Okay, so roll me a scrap.
I'm going to add grit to mine.
I'm sitting at 10 high.
Is there anything we want to do to... Let's see.
I mean, you could do something dangerous and raise the danger pool to 6.
Yeah, because my 10... I got a high 10.
Okay, so that the danger pool is now 6.
I'm-
Describe this dangerous move to me that's going to allow you to win this encounter with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Weredeer.
Is
Pull
this
out a machine gun!
something where I do something risky or dumb?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, here, take my silver letter opener. And
Okay,
I'll
so-
toss it.
So that means
Can I do that?
Yeah, so we now have that, I think my wife just got home because my child is yelling mommy up front. Yeah, so that means that she now has equipment. So note that you have that allows you to re-roll and add 1 if you want at this point, but you now note that you have equipment that you can use at some point.
Your letter opener. Okay.
Silver letter opener.
Yes.
Y'all are murdering Rudolph to sleep in heavenly peace.
Perfect.
Freaking Silent Night. Y'all kill Rudolph. Shh, no.
Is there anything up here on this roof with us? Like anything else?
Yeah, there's a chimney on either end. It's a steep pitched roof. There's a couple of windows that open up from the slants.
Are there lights?
There are no lights, but it is a slate roof.
I don't know. It ruined my idea.
I want to push Rudolph off the roof like that one Tim Allen movie where Santa falls off a roof and dies.
If it was your turn, yes, but this is Gully Gawk right now.
Could we do it together?
What'd you say?
I said, could we do it together?
Are you wanting to tag team, like you run up, grab hands, flip, and kick?
Yeah, this is totally something that we have done before. It's kind of our calling card when we do get together. I know it's not often. I miss you.
So you make this.
In fact, Gully got a scar one time doing this routine when we were in Budapest.
Well, though.
Matching scars. Friendship scars.
Let me look at scars again.
Oh, cool. Okay. They lose no stamina this turn, no matter what happens. So what kind of scar did we get?
I'm trying to find scars in the daggum PDF real quick. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna jokingly say that we pushed some goon off a rooftop and then fell into a dumpster full of broken glass.
I think with scars, it's if you fail.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
if you fail.
I'm looking at it right now. It says any other player can turn a failure into success by mentioning your scars. If you generate a scar for another player, they lose no stamina this turn, no matter what happens. In addition, they could take a dice of any of their in their pool and change it to a 10.
Then I think I used that wrong.
Yep.
Don't mind me.
We will ignore that for now. But yeah, so the two of you turn in this flailing, spinning little ball of doom and catch Rudolph right in his abdomen, and he goes flying off. But as he does, you let go of the silver letter opener, and it goes right in his eye, and he falls and crashes into a gate, which is going to raise the danger level by 1. We're at 7. 10's the max. It's starting to get a little hot here, but Rudolph is now impaled and slowly turns back into an elf at the base, and a couple of other elves run out. What is this? I don't know. Oh, shit, Rudy's dead! Give me a stealth check, everybody.
We haven't even made it inside yet.
But y'all are fucking lucky. I am 3 high.
I rolled a 7.
I am 4 high.
I got a 5.
Okay, y'all are able to duck back. And I'm going to say that you accomplished another one of the missions and got some points to clearing out the security, because now they're like, what's going on? I don't know. He must have slept off the roof. He smells like alcohol. He's been drinking. Yeah, this does make sense. You know, they're just all talking up on top like that.
Basically just shit-talking Rudolph for being a drunk falling off a roof. It's not possibly... never mind. Let's keep going.
So,
is there a door that leads down?
There are no doors, but there are windows into the 3rd floor attic.
All right. I'm going to use improv to Jimmy. Get open.
Okay, roll me that improv. If you do not beat this, I am ashamed of you.
Well,
Beat it.
I got a 10.
I rolled a 2. So with that, you've opened up the window and actually ended the first round by getting everybody inside. You are now in the attic. It smells. It's rather dry up here. It's got the smell of stuff that hasn't been touched in a while. Plus, like a wet bed. Like you look over and you can see that there's a bed and a trundle bed that slides out from underneath it up here in the attic, like it's a makeshift guest room for somebody. And there's just a big wet spot in the middle of the sheets.
Oh, gross.
And
That's not Mel.
This is where we will take a break for a minute.
Good game, guys. We're doing great.
We've murdered, what, 1/4 of the reindeer, so we can finish them all off when we get back.
Let's see, there's 9 reindeer. We've murdered 4.
Y'all are at 50% almost.
I thought for some reason there were 12 reindeer. Yeah.
All right,
just
folks.
more to kill.
I'll be right back.
We'll be back in about 5 or so.
Enjoy the public domain Christmas music while you wait.
Phase 2.
So cute.
And this is Golly Gawk. You guys shut down these systems. You need to kill the lights or kill the internet connection so you can stop them. But you can hear from somewhere below you. Oh! Rogan, are we going to get started soon? I have other things I must attend to tonight.
Not on my watch.
News here. Oh yeah, Santa, we're gonna get this done right. We're gonna get the podcast going. You gotta give it a minute. I got like 5 CBD ads that are played before every podcast, and one for the Church of Latter-day donations to me. It's gonna take a minute. We got about like 30 minutes worth of advertisements for this, and it makes me so rich. So, you need to finish 5 tasks to do this before the imposter gets you.
What?
First, I'm turning off the lights in an attempt to slow them down.
Okay, so you're going to try to figure out where the lights are. So remember, Gully Gawk, you got a +1 to everything while this scene is going on. So you're in the attic. You can hear that there's people below.
Could I try and find actually like just the main like fuse box?
Roll me an improv. Let's see here.
Now might be my time to use grit.
I am 7 high. We got all this jolly Christmas music, and y'all have murdered half of Santa's freaking reindeer.
Wait, so this is improv?
Yeah, I gotta switch the map over. I forgot to switch it from our please stand by because I looked over and it was still snowing.
I am 9 high.
9 high? You look through here. You can see that there's some wires that run through here, but it's mostly to the swinging light bulbs and a really poorly set up outlet. I mean, it would make sense, especially here, that the breaker's probably in the basement.
Damn.
But, like I said, there's this really badly done outlet up here that you noticed.
Let's mess it up.
So what are you going to do to mess up this outlet?
I'm gonna stick. Oh, what is it? Hold on.
You do still have the silver letter opener.
I was about to say that. I was gonna stick Knife Blunter's silver letter opener into it. Try and mess around.
Okay, so I'm going to say that's a roll +1. So you get to roll 4 dice. Well, fuck. I have a 1 high.
I have a 6 high.
You stick that in there, but like before you do it, you go and grab like some of the bubble wrap from inside one of the boxes and insulate your hand, and you just jam it in there and wedge it. And all of a sudden you hear it, and you can hear that there's a pop and the power's out. You're, ho ho ho, Rogan! You need to fix this shit. I'll get someone. I'll get someone on this, Santa. I'll get someone on this.
Maybe we should just burn down the house with Santa in it.
Deacon Bartholomew,
Yes,
go to the basement.
Let's do that.
Go to the basement and get this fixed.
Shit, we need to get down to the basement. That's where I can get everything else. Let's try and damage the man along the way to stop them.
Okay.
Okay, so I need some sneaks from everybody. I also would think since Knife Blunter is the worst at sneaking, it's because he has so many blunted knives on him, they like constantly jingle and clank.
I actually have a kilt of butter knives. So
This is canon now, and I wish that we had someone that drew fan art, because I just want the fan art of this little Yule lad wearing a kilt made out of butter knives.
9 high.
There's nothing underneath the kills.
Only more blunt knives.
Only more blunt knives.
He doesn't actually have legs. He just walks on a pair of blunt knives.
I don't like to talk about that.
I got 3 high on that. I'm rolling garbage this round.
I got a 6.
Yeah, I got a 5, so great.
So y'all are able to, you slowly go down the stairs and open the door, and it's a darkened hallway. It's a long hallway, carpeted. There's several rooms up here. You can see it on the 2nd floor as you come down. I was going to say, let me ping it, but we're not in roll 20, but you come down the stairwell that's right next to 10, I believe. And there's a couple rooms that are open. And you can see flashlights are starting to come on. So what do you do? We will start with Gully Gawk because you are the leader.
Guess we're gonna sneak to the next staircase. Are there any flashlights coming on from 7, I guess? Is that where the stairs are?
Looking here. Let me pull up Discord so I can see it in a little bit bigger light. No, that didn't make sense.
Wouldn't we be on the 2nd floor?
You are on the second. You are on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
Okay, so you came out by 18. There's 17, 19, 16, and 11 that are immediately by you. But no light seems to be coming out of 19. There does seem to be some light coming out of 17. And you can hear a voice. God, they had to do this. I'm going to have to... I can't let it get cold or else it will die. I can't let it get cold. And you hear another kid. Oh, come on, you douche. It'll be fine for like 5 minutes. I'm going to tell Dad you said douche.
Can I sneak up to the door and lock them in?
Roll me improv.
Can I tell someone else to do this since I know I'm crappy at improv?
Yeah, you could tell someone else to do this and keep moving on with the mission.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put one of my butter knives on from my skirt.
Okay. I have a 5 high.
All right. I'm just saying what I'm doing. I'm gonna roll.
All right.
I got a 10 and 2 5s.
Okay, yeah, you're able to pull the door and then wedge a butter knife in it, just jamming it closed. This is probably going to be a problem in just a little bit, because before you closed it, you saw like a teenage boy and a preteen boy in there arguing in front of a case of something on a bookshelf. So they'll eventually want out of this room, but for now, you know, you've locked them in 17.
Staircase.
Okay, so once all y'all are acted, I didn't do this last round. Every time all 3 of you have acted, that's a new round, and I increase the difficulty the danger pool by 2. I wasn't doing that last time, or else we would have had like 15 difficulty.
I don't think I've acted yet.
So you haven't acted, and Gully Gawk has not acted this round yet. But Knife Blunter has now wedged a knife in him, trapped these 2 teenagers, or this teenager and preteen in this room.
I think I'm going to lead us down the stairs.
Okay, if you're doing that, give me a sneak. I'm 6 high.
I am 9 high.
Okay, yeah, you're able to lead the crew down the stairwell. Okay, so you're going to that. All right, Eyvundura, what you got?
That was a 7.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you're able to sneak down together from the 2nd floor. You're looping through, And as you get down, you can see on the main floor that down the stairs, the great room, where you can see the piano and the sofa and the fireplace, number 4, everything's been cleared out and been set up with a very nice oak desk with 2 chairs on either side of it. Cameras are set up, light rings. You can see that Santa is doing a line of something off of a side table real quick, but he is the only one currently in the room that you can see, but you can hear people nearby.
Y'all, should I risk assassinating Santa right the fuck now?
Remember that the goal of this round is to take care of all the systems. Next round is kill Santa.
So we should make the
Systems,
decision, and we'll come back up.
systems include the cameras and such.
Yep. And you can see that there is a you can see flashlights past Santa in a side room, but you can also hear people off to the distance trying to. You hear somebody, "Oh God damn it! This door just don't want to open." Yeah, I know, Deacon. I know, Deacon. Yeah, just help me get this. You think with as rich as he is, he could afford some fucking WD-40 to make sure the door's open. But you do not see the preacher. You just see Santa after taking a puff of Holly Jolly. It is now Eyvundura's turn. What do you do? You do see power cables all over the floor.
I'm gonna start pulling power cables.
Are you pulling power cables or are you cutting power cables?
Ooh, you're right. I'm cutting power cables because I am knifeless.
Yes, you're a tiny little knife gnome. So give me a scrap. I am 10 high.
So I rolled a 7, unless anyone wanted to tell some scrappy stories.
That's a fail unless someone has a legend.
Oh my god, I can't come up with anything. I'm just drawing a blank. Can you describe what were you trying to do? I'm sorry, I just blanked.
That's okay.
I was trying to cut power cords so that the lights and cameras and such would go out.
Man, I'll never forget the time that Eyvundura was trying to get up to her next target. And so this scrappy mofo literally took out her knives and started scaling the wall. And then when she got to the edge of the roof, she stabbed them in their feet.
Okay, that's a pretty good legend. Eyvundura, mark off one of your legends of feet stabbing. That allows you to re-roll. That allows you to re-roll with an extra die.
Okay, I also rolled a 10 now.
Okay, so we have tied. Give me a second. Oh shit, I hit the button that I used to talk and it made it zoom in to 300% on the document.
Here you go. It's on page 10 for draws.
Thank you. So you could do something stupid, which would raise the danger pool from 2 to 3, which means it'll be 5 after your round, which means you turn my highest dice into a 1, or you could get yourself hurt, which sets the GM's highest dice to 10. You lose this point of stamina, but the dice is removed from the roll, which means my next highest dice was a 4. So you could take some damage and still win, or you could lose the conflict and back away, taking no harm.
Can I choose how I get injured?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna say that in my haste to cut all of the wires, one of them was not cut all the way and was still plugged into the wall, and I gave myself an electric shock.
Okay, so lose 1 stamina, which means you now roll 1 because my highest dice was a 10, but now I remove it from the pool, and my next highest was a 6, so you win. So mark that you lost stamina. Which, how much stamina do y'all have around again? Isn't it?
Let's see. 3? Is that how much?
I would just like to tell the viewers something that's funny is this is literally a tiny document and I keep getting myself lost in it. Has anyone else found it real quick?
My cat stopped stepping on my computer, maybe.
Stop it, Alfie.
It doesn't say, but it appears to be 3.
We will go
Yeah.
with 3, so you're now at 2 stamina.
Rip it.
So as you are slicing through, most of them are clean, but that last one, it would be like the nearly headless Nick decapitation slice, like just a bit is still holding it on, and because of that, your blade allows it to make full contact still, and you take a little and your beard is now shooting out in all directions.
Oh man, do you know how long I spent stabbing beer today?
But as you do that, the danger pool now moves up to 4 as the lights come back on and you're standing at the base of the stairwell and you hear people coming back up from the basement. And you hear a door rattling upstairs. You hear, Dad? Dad? He said douchebag. Dad, the door's locked. Dad? Oh, hell, we gotta get to the panic room. Second
What
leg.
wires did you just cut?
What'd you say?
What wires were just cut?
You just watch Eyvundura slice all the cables into a surge protector, as well as the surge protectors plugged to the wall. So all the technology, I'm going to mark off that point, and the power. So that was 1. So you only have 3 more things you need to do this round, because these are all things that can be fixed. So, lights are back on, but you've messed up. Santa, you hear him. Ho, 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 ho. The circle light went out, and the lights are all back on. I think the bulb burnt out there, preacher. And you hear from upstairs. Oh, give me a second. My boys done got themselves locked in the damn room again. The apple don't far fall from the tree except for these 2. Damn, it hit the hill and rolled.
Should we make a play for the basement?
Yep.
So we will start with Gully Gawk. What are you doing?
Heading to the basement, but also, I guess, if people are coming up, we need to find a place to hide.
We could just drop kick them.
Just go in guns blazing.
We can do what you want to do. If
So
we're following you.
So I came in blasting.
Go and blast him.
Are you going blasting, or are you going to try to be sneaky sneak? Because you all know a house this big, they probably got a dumbwaiter or some type of shit.
How many people? Do we know about how many people are downstairs?
You can hear it sounds like 4 people coming back up. Or there might be a laundry chute. There's something, probably. Because if you look...
Is there one in room 7?
What'd you say?
Is there one in room 7?
There might be. Let's see. You can quickly access 6, 7, 10, and 2, which is the foyer. Or you could go in there and mess with Santa, but I don't know if that's going to affect anything yet.
Seven's a dining room?
There is a master dining room, which is 10. There is a small family dining room / breakfast room that is 7.
I'm gonna guess it's in 7 or 8.
Well, you can't see the kitchen, which is 8.
But if we looked at a map, I should remember it.
Oh, that is correct. Yeah, if you look at the blueprint, there is a laundry chute that runs from the hallway on the 2nd floor that goes down. Well, I guess from the master bedroom, it runs down through the kitchen to the basement.
All right. I guess we can run into that.
Okay, so Gollyguk, you're going to try to sneak to the laundry chute that can be accessed through the kitchen?
Yep.
Okay, roll me that sneaky sneak. I am 6 high.
10 high.
Ooh! So yeah, you get in and you jump into the chute and just and land in a big pile of clean or dirty laundry at the bottom.
We were all able to fit in there since we're small, right?
Well, you're able to go. We're going to handle the next person, which is Knife Blunter.
I'm going to just do the same thing and spend a grit point.
7 high.
I got a 9.
Dang, nobody's picking up scars. Y'all rolling awesome. So, same thing. You run, get in before they're up the stairs, and go straight down. Eyvundura, what's up?
So I also want to do the same thing, but I have a feeling it's not going to go as smoothly.
Do you want to spend a grit to get 3 extra die?
I only have 2 grit points left, and my round hasn't even started. So I'm a little worried.
You don't have to. You can just roll your sneaky sneak.
I'm gonna roll my sneaky sneak.
Okay, I have 5 high.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh, that's a fail. Is anybody gonna do a scar?
Sure. I'm trying to think of it. And this has to refer be in reference to sneaking, or can it be anything?
I would say it has to be in reference to sneaking.
Man, I'll never forget that one Christmas where we went cross-dressing. We were having a load of fun, and whenever we finally got home, you were trying to avoid your mama, and you got caught in your knickers. Good times.
So let's see this. You got problems. Any other player can turn a failure into a success by mentioning your scar. If you generate a scar for another player, they lose no stamina this turn, no matter what happens. In addition, they can take any one of the dice in their pool and change it to a 10. When you give a character a scar, you're turning Failure and strategic unlikely success scars. Remove a dice from the relevant pool down to a minimum of 1. So
I'm gonna say that whenever their mama found out, they whipped them, and they have a nasty scar on their backside.
just got a scar across one cheek. So that means you succeed, and you would take 2 grit when you accept this scar, but one of your scar slots is full.
It's okay as long as I survive.
Okay, so you remember that when you got your hide tanned, and how you're like, I just walked through the middle of the living room. You know what? No, I'm going to duck behind this side table and curio cabinet, and nobody's going to notice me now. And you're able to down the laundry chute and land in the dirty clothes down below.
I survived.
I crawl out of the dirty laundry.
Okay, as you look around, there's one human down here and one elf. And the elf looks at the human. All right, you tall, dumb idiot. All you gotta do is remember exactly 100% how a fuse box works. You see, there's breakers, and they have switches. Those switches need to go this way. Remember how you kept jiggling it and jiggling it and jiggling it, and you nearly killed yourself because you almost got shocked? Yeah, it just goes this way. Okay? Just make sure they stay that way, because once one trips, there's a good chance they'll trip again. Because the breaker is all finicky.
Can I throw a knife at the breaker? Fuse box.
Yeah, roll me a scrap. I have a 7 high.
I rolled an 8!
You win. You throw a knife, and all of a sudden, all the lights go back out. Oh, God. You remember what I told you? I can't reach them. And the human just goes over the... Oh, asshole, I'm trying to tell me how to do my job. I'm an electrician licensed by the state of Illinois. What'd you say?
I guess now we need to attack.
Well, that is another thing down. So are you attacking? It would go, since you and Dara already went, this would then leave Knife Blunter and Gawk.
I mean, are they even suspicious yet?
They're going over to the, it's pitch black. Neither one can really see in the light. They're trying to get the flashlight on, but one's like, oh, the human, oh, hell, the battery seemed to be dead. Oh my God, don't you change those things out. There's a safety standard. Oh my fucking God. Do y'all not understand OSHA in this fucking house?
I'm gonna improv by putting a bunch of dirty laundry on and going, ooh, I'm a ghost, and please leave. If I can.
Yeah, yes, you can. That is your turn. Roll me some improv. Oh my God.
I got a 10.
I got a 3. I rolled 6 dice and got a 3.
What?
Oh my
I
God.
got 2 and a 10. That was a very lucky roll on my part.
Wait, did you say you got any ones?
I had 2 9s and a 10.
Okay, never mind. So you do that, and all of a sudden the human, oh hell, the basement's haunted. It's the not so holy ghost. And he just takes off
I'll throw the dirty drawers at him too.
It's haunted underwear. It's haunted underwear. The railroad tracks of the devil. And the whole time the gnome, oh my God, you're freaking stupid. Okay, before the gnome's gonna go, I'm gonna say it is Gawk.
I think Gawk wants to sneak up on him and trip him.
Who are you sneaking up and tripping?
Oh, can I tie his shoes? I want to tie his shoes. The elf.
The elf or the human that's running upstairs?
I guess the human.
I think the elf was more suspicious of us than the human was.
The human might be about to sound an alarm.
That's what I was thinking.
Son of a... 4 high.
What am I rolling for this? Stealth?
I think this would be improv.
Okay. 5 high.
No, I think I got I gotta move the dice. I'll just re-roll. Oh, that's a 4. That's 4 high. That is literally 4 4s, a 2, and a 1. So, yeah, you tie his shoes together, he trips, and you see him knock himself out on the bottom step. And the elf, at this point, reaches for his radio. Hey, something weird's going on down in the basement. This human's being a dumbass more than normal. Can you send somebody down here? You just hear the oldest gnome, or I mean, not the oldest gnome, but the oldest elf. Yeah, we'll send somebody down. Send somebody down there. I got like 2 other folks. Whoa, come on now. I'm sitting up here cleaning a gosh darn reindeer in the middle of a kitchen. And you hear from the top of the stairs 2 other gnomes or elves are coming down. And the danger pool is now up to 8. You still have 1 more thing you need to do to end this round, which is probably handle these guys.
Oh, okay. Can I act?
What'd you say?
May I act?
Yes, you may.
I'm going to stand up. I know it's pitch black, so they can't hear me. I'm going to distract them with a joke on improv. And I ask them, what's the pirate's favorite letter?
The fuck?
The C! And unfortunately, I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Oh no!
Oh, that means since you rolled 1s, the danger is now up to 10. We are at max peak danger now. But I have to roll, and I got an 8.
Could we do legend or scar or something?
You could do a scar, which would turn this into an automatic success and give him 2 grit.
I can't give myself a scar?
No, someone else has to.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a scar you could have gotten from here.
The
Remember,
last time Knife Blunter tried to do comedy, he got booed so hard someone threw a rock at him while he was on stage, and he still has a tiny little scar right under his ear from where someone threw a sharp-ass rock at him because he kept saying jokes that were just so bad, like...
Yeah, his jokes are pretty terrible. He can't.
He's really good at improvised, but those dads is all dad jokes. So, yeah, okay, so that's a success. So all of a sudden he's like, huh? And he seems confused, and like one of the other ones laughs and trips down the stairs.
So the joke that got rocks thrown at him was, did you hear the one about the zoo with only 1 animal? It was a shih tzu.
Boo.
Courtesy of Ira.
Oy. Okay, so who's next? Who's going to go next now that they seem distracted?
So the fuse box, it's already done with. It's broken.
There are sparks coming from it because the lucky knife is planted into the middle of this box.
And so leaves the elf and the other elf coming down the stairs.
There is an elf that just tripped down the stairs. The elf that is laughing and confused, and another one's like, the shit's going on.
Grab one, I grab the other.
Sure.
So what are you doing, Golly?
I'm going to, I guess I'm closer to the one upstairs, so I'm gonna tussle with him.
Please tell me
Trying
you're gonna try to like jump up and reach and grab their feet from behind because there's the little gaps in the stairs because it's the open back and like just do the horror movie Terrify you because someone grabbed you while you're walking down the basement stairs.
That does sound really fun, and now that you told me the stairs are like that, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, so one of my nightmares is now coming true.
Would that be scrap?
This would be scrap. And remember, you get a +1 to your dice pull on this, but my dice pull is 10. Oh.
On.
That is 9 high.
Mine is 8 high.
Is someone going to give? There's also. Nope, it's just 9 high.
Because I don't have a legend yet, I don't think.
Anybody got Anybody got a legend for Gully or Gully?
Wait, I'm sorry, I blanked. What are you doing right now that you need a legend?
Gully just lost.
Yeah, I was trying to trip this guy down the stairs, and I grabbed him like at the feet, underneath the stairs.
Well, I remember the time that Goldie snuck into Barbara Streisand's house while she had Elton John over, and they were enjoying milk and cookies. And she not only was able to steal the milk, but she got the cookies too.
That was one of the best days, wasn't it?
It was legendary.
Elsewhere back in like 1977. Robert, where all the cookies go? Where the fuck is my milk?
Come on, bitches!
I'm sorry, I just imagine that being yelled as you jump out a window.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so that is a success. You were able to do that, and you watch him tumble down the stairs and fall unconscious next to his friend that fell down the stairs. Last one, we're down to Eyvundura.
So the other guy is still alive and kicking, right?
Yep, the one that's confused but kind of still laughing a little bit at the joke.
I want to sneak up behind him and shank him in the throat.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Everyone else, knock them unconscious. Tell a funny joke. Knife.
You guys specifically said that I was a small knife gal. Person of indiscriminate gender. I have a beard. Anyways, I have knives. I'm going to shank this person in the throat.
Okay, so, that is 10 high with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other 10s, and each one of those is a minus distress on you. This might be a time for someone...
So
What'd you say?
I was going to say I got 110, so...
Okay, you tied...
I don't know how that compares to all of your 10.
Okay, so that tied, but there's still 5 other 10s. That means that's 5 stamina that you lose, which would kill you. Now might be the time for a legend.
I already had 1 legend. How many legends can I get? 3?
You can get 2 legends, 1 equipment, and 2 scars.
How about you get 2 scars, right? Yeah, you can have 2 scars.
Yeah, it's 2 scars and 2. Oh, yeah, scars are automatic success, so you can pick up a second scar.
Do you remember the last time you were juggling knives with Gully Gawk and you accidentally gave yourself friendship scars? That was hilariously funny.
She hurt.
I love our friendship scars.
That wasn't consensual.
So what happens is this elf, as you're about to stab him, flips around, knocks the knife up out of your hand. But you remember from that incident with juggling knives how badly both you and Gully got cut. So you're like, catch it like Arya as the knife falls as she's fighting the Night King, and then just gut the elf. And you take no stress. And with that, you have solved the second section.
Gawk claps a little at that. Nice work.
As I gut the elf, I say, "Have a holly jolly Christmas."
My 17 kids won't get presents because I'm dying.
We need less elves in the world anyway.
Christ.
Brutal.
Well, you are old world Christmas figures, so they might say that, like, yeah, we're fine with that. Decrease the surplus population already. So I'm going to run and get a glass of water real quick. So I'm going to switch back to the please stand by, and we will be back in just a minute to deal with stage 3 of this, which is kill Santa.
I'm gonna get some water too.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Pick this one up. Knife blunter will show back up here in a second, I hope. But the lights are out. The guards are down. The last thing you need to do to make sure this mission is 100% a success and to get revenge for back in the Vatican when you find out Santa was in with the mob for cookie money, you gotta take out the fat man. Eyvundura, this falls into your tiny knife-wielding hands. This is your realm of expertise.
Kidnap the Santa Claus. Alright, let's murder the fat man.
So remember, your physical stamina has replenished, and the danger pool is back to 2.
Alright, what's the plan? Take him out.
I'm gonna sneak up behind him. And then I'm gonna put my knife in his throat.
With your obsession with
That's the plan. I'm short, so I have to jump up so I can reach them in the throat, and it just makes it more fun. It's like killing someone on hard mode.
I think we now know what Emily's actual secret wish is.
It's to be tall enough. I just want to be tall, gosh darn it.
Now all I see is that Emily is trying to, like, slowly strangle Josh while hanging off of his back. The tallest person we know and the shortest person we know.
Hey, I am taller than Marco. I am not the shortest person you people know. I would never try to kill Josh because Otter would murder me.
These are facts, but I guess we need to stop this so the channel doesn't get taken. Well, we got like 5 watchers. I don't think anybody's going to report us. 2 weeks later, I'm in Twitch jail. So.
All right, the only murder that's happening is the murder of Santa Claus. I guess we need to sneak back upstairs because we're still in the basement. So
Okay.
should we roll for sneak to go up the stairs?
Okay, so your first action is to sneak.
Yes.
Okay. Give me that sneak roll. And I rolled 2 1s.
Well, I rolled a 4, so that's great.
I'm seeing why I have not used my Viking dice in a very long time.
Also get an extra roll from since it's your scene.
Yeah, since it's your scene, you get
Oh,
1 extra
sweet.
die.
For all actions in the scene.
Yep.
All right,
and-
that's a 6 then.
Yeah, you're able to get up. Golly.
8 high. Did you hear me?
No, it cut out there for a second. What'd you say?
Oh, it said 8 high.
I tied with another 8 high. So you could do something risky, but it's going to raise that danger roll.
Can I just take damage then?
Yeah, you can take damage, reduce yourself. You're now at 2 stamina. You stub your toe.
Staircases.
But you stub it, it's like, like you're able to catch yourself and stop yourself from making a lot of noise. Okay, we're going to start the next round. Y'all have made it into the kitchen. So welcome to that terrifying game where you're the little girl running through a boat full of giants.
What game is that?
I'm trying to remember the name of it, but you play a little girl that is like in a yellow trench coat. You gotta escape the janitor, go through the kitchen, and deal with like a table full of ogres that eat whatever there is, and then defeat the evil witch that's in charge of the boat.
Okay then.
Markiplier played it, and he had the same response I had to 90% of it, like, oh fuck, what is this? No, I'm gonna have nightmares and I'm a grown-ass man.
Now I want to know.
We'll Google it at the end of this. Like, it was a game that was popular like 2 years ago on Steam.
Gotcha.
So, you're in the kitchen, and you. The reason I say it's like that game is you just see the elder elf has cleaned and thrown the offal into a trash bag, and he is just cleaning all 3 of these deer, getting ready to make some type of meal. But he has in his hand he has a butcher's knife.
You doing this in the dark?
He has a headlamp on. Job commitment. So you could sneak by him, or you could take him out, or, well, the only person that doesn't have equipment is Knife Blunter, and he is currently MIA.
What is 23A? Is that another staircase?
Let me pull up Discord to look. So when you look in here, 23A is the another set of stairs to the basement. So actually, if y'all went down the basement stairs, y'all would have come out not in the kitchen, but in the dining room. My bad. So you're in the dining room, the little breakfast room, and you can hear people cursing that, somebody was stupid and stepped or tore all the cables. And then you hear someone, shit, as they get zapped by the one that was not cut all the way through cleanly.
Well, how many people do we estimate are still around in here that we've seen so far?
You can hear that there's about 4 people plus Santa, the preacher, still upstairs trying to get his kids out of the room that's been jammed shut with a butter knife. Like, as you're here, you can... No, you're supposed to push when I pull. Not don't pull when I pull. Oh, God. Lord, give me strength, and my boys are as dumb as a rock. This overly country preacher that is somehow in fucking Illinois. So y'all are in the kitchen, or not the kitchen, but you're in the dining room. You can hear that somebody's chopping something up by flashlight in the kitchen, but these other people seem to be over in the same room with Santa. So, what are you going to do at the start of your round?
I think I'm gonna try and knock out the guy in the kitchen.
You're going to go scrap with the head elf?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's roll those scrappy scraps. Well, shit, that is all 4s.
I got a high 6.
So you get in there, and as he's chopping, you just, like, appear behind him like Ducky and Bunny from Toy Story 4.
Oh, but I know how I want to hit him.
How are you going to him?
I grab one of Rudolph's legs and just clop him with the hoof.
Well, Rudolph turned back into an elf. Are you grabbing Blitzen's leg?
Yes.
So you just slowly, cinematically, this is what I see, is you just appear sliding up unnaturally from behind him, holding this reindeer's leg with not even blinking, and just thonk him on the back of the head. And all that Eyvundura hears is, "Get!" and a thump.
One down.
So, Eyvundura, you just hear your friend take out the head elf in the kitchen.
Thinking, what a great job. She's so good at this shit.
Can I dump him down the chute?
You totally.
Yes!
I will say you totally throw him down the chute, and he lands in the dirty underwear, boxer right in his face.
Yes.
We're just throwing all the bodies in the basement.
Are you gonna throw the deer carcasses in the basement too, just so all the bodies are in the basement?
No.
Okay. Eyvundura, what are you doing now that your friend has taken out the kitchen elf?
Okay, so I'm in the kitchen, right? We're both in the kitchen, or?
No, she went to the kitchen. You're in the dining room. You're in room 7.
Room 7. Okay. And where is Santa in relation to me?
Santa was back in room 4 where the podcast was being done in Rogan Olstein's den.
All right, I'm gonna roll for sneak and see if I can go through room 3 to get closer to Santa.
That is a high 7.
Grit. Don't forget.
Don't forget your grit.
Oh yeah, I have grit.
But also remember that you automatically have a +1 to whatever you roll.
Oh, with a +1, then that's an 8. Yeah.
Well, you roll an extra die. You roll, like your sneak is 2, right?
Oh, extra die. Yes, my sneak is 2, so I'll roll an extra die.
So you roll 3 dice.
That's a 10. What the heck? These
Well,
dice are great.
You just put your knife in your teeth and ninja your way past everyone in 3 to get into 4, and you see Santa just. Fuck, that was stout. And as he turns around, his gray beard has large clumps of white near the nose and the mustache.
Can he see me? It's still dark, right?
No, he can't see you. It seems that Santa's coked out. By the way, I'm sorry any children that might be listening, because we do a lot of children's charity, and I'm making Santa into a coke fiend. He lived the life
It's
too
just
hard.
snowflakes. It's sugar plums.
We all know what that is.
All right, can I do any more actions on my turn or no?
That would be it for now.
All right, I'm just gonna hide in the meantime then.
So, that's the end of that round. The danger is now up to 8 at the end of the round. That's the problem with having a small party, I guess. People are noticing, like, I'm pretty sure that Gully Gawk hid, and someone came in and noticed that the head elf's gone, and that someone's like going back down to the basement. So around, you're in the room with Santa, Eyvundura, but we're going to start with Gully Gawk. Gully Gawk, you're kind of tucked right there between the breakfast room and the kitchen. What are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna come out. Could I lock the door to the basement for the guy that just went down and then sneak over to Santa?
I would say you could lock the door for free and then give me that sneak versus this roll that I got to make.
I think I
Are
want to use.
Are you shitting me? I almost want to take a picture of this. I literally just rolled all 2s on 8 dice.
How?
I don't. Oh wait,
You might just.
wait. One's a 5. One's a 5. One's a 5. I'm dumb. One's a 5.
Go. Well, I got a high 8. I'm sorry.
No, I love this because y'all are like effectively murdering everything, and I'm sitting here looking at how is this mathematically possible? And there's a very easy answer. I'm not good at math. I'm scrolling through Discord and all I see is sexy battle wizards.
You're welcome.
Well, we know what the next one shot's probably going to be. So, yeah, you're able to sneak in there. So now we'll get back to Eyvundura. Santa's in there. Seems to be a little tripped up. Preacher! Preacher! I do have to get back to work, but I've learned half my reindeer are gone. It's going to take me longer. Some of the children in certain countries won't get presents. I already know which ones.
Santa must die.
So what are you doing?
Who else is in room 4?
Santa is literally the only one. There's 2 guys still trying to figure out what the hell happened to the electronics. The preacher's upstairs trying to get his kids out of the room. And you just lock some guys in the basement.
Now's the time to take down Santa.
I'm sorry, that sounds like an Ice Bear quote. Now's the time to take down Santa. Ice Bear approves.
Ice Bear better approve.
Ice Bear's outside the window with an axe waiting to help y'all.
I approve of this message.
No one leaves Ice Bear cold for Christmas. Ice Bear's best
Is this
bear.
the bowling piano?
Huh? The piano's moved out of the way. This room literally has like most of the furniture's over in a corner. There is a desk, a couple tables, and a couple chairs in the setup to the broadcast over some online medium.
Let's attack him.
So it's your go, Eyvundura.
Alright, I roll for... Let's do Scrappy.
You're gonna scrap with the old man. Okay, let's do this. Roll scrap.
So my scrap is 3 die.
Yep. And then you get an extra die because... you get that one because you were a leader this round.
Okay, that was a 7?
I have a 10, an 8, an 8, and a 4. So that is
I had a 7, a 6, and a 5.
that is a failure on your part, but you already have 2 scars, don't you?
I do.
What about
And 1 legend. I have 1 legend.
Okay.
And what did you roll?
A 7.
Okay, I guess I could do a second legend then.
Okay, so we're gonna fill in Eyvundura's last legend. So what is this legend? What is this legendary thing that your little tiny murder gnome did?
Well, you know, this isn't the first time that Eyvundura and Santa have scrapped before. Got into a pretty gnarly fight a while back when they both started drinking quite a bit, and I mean, they went at it. They had their knives, they were throwing stuff. It wasn't really a fair fight. And Elvira just got him with his pants hanging down. I remember she cut his belt, and that was that.
Okay, that allows you to re-roll and add a die.
I'm gonna fight somebody. That was a 9.
So, hold on, did you re-roll everything and got a 9 high?
Yes.
You still fail. But I didn't roll any 10, so you take no stress. But you go to cut Santa, and as you do it, he just flips a hand away and looks at you. Ho, 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 ho. Try again, bitch. And with that, at the end of the round, the danger is now up to 10. The alert has been sounded. You have people coming in, and you are squaring off with old Saint Nick now, little murder gnome.
Bring it on, old saint bitch.
I would have said old Saint shit. So, top of the round. Top of the round. So
Wait,
we're gonna. You snuck over there.
Oh, okay, that was still the same thing.
So Gully Gawk is your go. We're sitting here. This is we're in the danger zone.
Is there an actual door to this room, or is it just an archway?
It is just a open, like 8 foot, 9 foot wide entry into the room.
Okay. What I want to do, I'm gonna try and MacGyver something, which I'm not good at. I'm gonna try MacGyver.
MacGyver.
I'm gonna try and improv.
Okay. I'm sorry, just MacGyver.
That piano, I want to push it into, like, basically up against the doorway.
Okay, so you're gonna try to forcibly shove this massive piano to block the doorway so that y'all can deal with Santa without any interruption?
Yeah, can it have wheels?
I would say it does, because that's probably how they moved it to begin with.
And I can jam the feet and flip up the, I know a lot of these have lids, so I was hoping to, like, flip it up or break it to where it's, like, covering more.
Oh, okay. Let's roll that beautiful improv.
I'm gonna add grit too.
4, 2, 1, 6, 5, 7, 7, 7.
Got high 8.
You beat my 7. So somehow your little Yule lad form boots this piano and it flips a little bit in the lid, and you've now blocked most of that doorway, slowing down the deacons and the pastor, who is now, oh hell, Santa, no! As he's coming down the stairs. So that is your turn. Yurindera, you have squared off with Santa, who has taken off his very festive red robe top, and you're realizing Santa's cut. Like, he's got a gut. Like, this man's been drinking, but Santa's fat strong. Like, he seems to be built like Izumi's husband from Full Metal Alchemist. There's a gut, but them arms, though.
Okay,
What you doing?
I'm gonna go for Scrap again. I'm gonna go for Scrap.
Okay.
Scrap, don't let me down.
What exactly is this? What exactly are you doing?
I'm gonna jump and lunge at him. Try to get him in the neck again.
I got a high 8.
Thank you, Christina, for reminding me that I still have some grit. I'm gonna use grit.
All right.
That was a 10.
Ooh, yeah, you get Santa. Like you,
Shank Santa Claus.
where do you get Santa? As like he takes his shirt off, and he takes his stance like he's about to bust out like some French sabot, and just start kickboxing you. But he brought boots to a knife fight.
I jump from the ground like a little carpet goblin, and I just get him right in the jugular. Just like, well, bam!
Ah!
Oh,
Ah! Ho 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 no! And you watch as Santa falls back with you on his chest in slow motion to the song that is playing right now.
beautiful.
Crashes through the desk. You turn up that arterial spray across your little gnomish face, and as you look, you can see from the sunroom a third child has filmed this with his phone. Did you just kill Santa?
I'm gonna look the child straight in the eyes and be like, ho, ho, ho.
As you say that, white sparks float up from the fat man, and you start floating. Your small gnomish body starts to distend, get a little thick with more than one C,
Oh no.
and you have just been affected by the Santa Claus. And as we end this game tonight, as we end this very special one-shot of terrible, terrible holiday murder, Yurindera, you have been affected by the Santa Claus.
I'm glad that wasn't me.
Long may you ho ho ho. Oh God,
I'm
I should.
Kris Kringle.
Oh God, I should have said it. Long may you slay.
Children.
Oh, I wish Nate hadn't had to sign off because y'all just murdered Santa Claus.
That was the goal.
Y'all have succeeded. You have solved my Saint Nicholas puzzle.
I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake.
The kid just runs. Like you hear a window break. This kid's gone.
Again, I reiterate, these poor children.
You just murdered Santa Claus in their front room, turned into creepy murder claws. Their dad's like on the other side of a piano. Oh hell! Shit, why didn't we get this live on the internet? In the basement, one elf groggily comes to with a sore neck.
So does that mean they're your elves now?
I think it would, plus the 5 surviving reindeer.
All hail!
Good game. Good game.
I enjoyed this. We probably did not play this right, but that is perfectly fine because this was fun. We
had fun, and that's all that matters.
The only thing that would have made this more fun is if we had been in person, because we all would have been making each other laugh. Oh, so with that, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This will be up on YouTube sometime. I'm updating on Mondays for us. I'll probably start putting some of the seasonal fun stuff up some random other time of the week for our one-shots. But again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all have a happy holiday season, and don't be like us and murder Santa Claus.
Do it.
It's really fun.
And since Knox is not here to do it, I'll do the sign-off of... all right, everybody, thank you for listening to us yap and yarn for a little bit, and always remember, don't let your meat loaf. Night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.